You've probably seen these videos scrolling through your feed. A frantic screen recording, breathless captions, and a dizzying zoom slamming down from a global view into a blurry, alien-looking shape in a remote desert. The comment sections on these clips are pure chaos. People argue over whether they're looking at a secret US military base, a pristine beach in Indonesia, or just an AI-generated hoax. These arguments happen because we have a deep-seated habit of trusting satellite maps. We treat them as flawless, objective photographs of our planet. That absolute trust crashes head-on into the bizarre imagery these videos highlight. It's jarring to pull up a tool you use to find a coffee shop and suddenly see what looks like a 50-foot humanoid shape staring back at you. Millions of people share these sightings every day, creating an ecosystem where a glitch on a screen is instantly accepted as physical reality. To figure out what is actually hiding on these maps, we have to stop taking the digital globe at face value, and we must start investigating these anomalies forensically. To understand why we see monsters in pixels, we have to look at the processing errors within the human brain. This diagram shows pareidolia. Our brains are hardwired to seek patterns, especially faces, in chaotic data. Watch the face dissolve back into a random topographical map. That constant flipping is your survival instincts misfiring when you stare at the highly textured, ambiguous surface of satellite imagery. Before we even question the map itself, we have to acknowledge that our own visual system actively manufactures these digital monsters. Once we account for our brains, we can look at the physical environment. They happen in remote deserts, deep shadowed basins, or sprawling industrial sites. These locations are full of extreme geology. When you strip away depth and view a jagged canyon strictly from a top-down, two-dimensional perspective, natural formations easily mimic engineered, unnatural shapes. This 3D model illustrates the role of solar geometry. The angle of the sun at the precise moment a satellite passes overhead creates drastically different shadows. By lowering the sun, a completely mundane rock formation casts a shadow that stretches into a massive, distorted humanoid. What gets labeled as a paranormal discovery is usually just a temporary collision between jagged geography and a low-angle sun. Analyzing the software reveals that Google Earth is far from a single continuous photograph. This grid shows image stitching, a massive quilt of overlapping photos taken at different times. Zooming in on a seam reveals what happens when they don't align. Software compression blends the edges, cutting roads in half and smearing pixels into bizarre, ghost-like patterns. Add in the modern ease of AI generation, and it takes little effort to digitally paint a monster over a blurry map layer before uploading it online. Relying on a digital map as a perfect mirror of reality entirely ignores the messy, glitch-prone software architecture required to stitch it all together. These viral sightings represent a specific intersection where human imagination meets the technical limits of digital mapping. Moving forward, we should treat a striking anomaly on a map as a prompt to start investigating, rather than accepting it as proof of conspiracy. Start by demanding the exact coordinates. If you have them, use historical time and date sliders to see if the shadows move, and zoom in incrementally to check for jagged, stitched edges in the pixels. Instead of just screenshotting a weird shape and calling it a day, drop those coordinates in the comments so other people can look at the exact same data and verify your findings. These map mysteries reveal the machinery of our own perception. True digital media literacy comes from recognizing that how we interpret the world is just as complex as the software we use to view it.